Guys, it's your boy Salman, and you know what time it is. It is time for Gusto News. It's the news hour, guys. Well, I remain your boy and anchor Salman, and you know it's time for Gusto News. Well, Mohbad. I'm gonna be talking about Mohbad. Yesterday, we had a little bit of the ruckus, all across social media. Yesterday, Mohbad came out claiming that Malians were after his life. By Malians, I don't mean Malians fans, but Malians as in Naira Marley and Malians in Malian house, basically. You understand? Naira Marley and his boys against Mohbad. Well, Mohbad allegedly came out yesterday saying Naira Marley and his boys physically assaulted him. He came out with a lot of pictures and bruises across his body. He tweeted about the whole incident. He says, I'm at the hospital for a CT scan for head impact and chest x-ray as a result of the assault. He then says, I had a meeting clear-headed and without any drug influence too. I'm just going to give you guys a little bit of a backstory in case you didn't catch our previous news, previous page. If you haven't seen that, you should see that for a more well-detailed information as to this issue. But Mohbad, came out yesterday, made a couple of videos of his body brutalized, saying Naira Marley and his boys attacked him just because he's trying to change his manager. So they say he claimed that they attacked him, and and from that he got a lot of bruises across his body. Naira Marley went live claiming that Mohbad was high on drugs, and that was why he was making such claims that he was high on drugs and smoke, and that's why he was making such claims that nobody attacked him, that he was the one that came with a couple of guys to fight his old manager, at the Malian house. Well, Mohbad says everything he said on the live video is a blatant lie. This isn't the first time. The last video was made out to look like I was high or overreacting. My life is being severely threatened. Well, if you recall earlier this year, February 24th, I think, Mohbad and WIZKID had an NDLEA scandal where they were caught with drugs in their house and in their cars. And during this raid, Mohbad went live on Instagram saying Malians were after his life, and Naira Marley and his boys were after his life, and if anything happened to him, they should hold Naira Marley and his boys accountable. Well, he is saying that same time Naira Marley came out saying everything he said on that video was because he was high and on drugs, and it wasn't true. Well, the same thing, Naira Marley is going with the same narrative, and Mohbad is saying that is a lie, and that is just the damage control narrative Naira Marley picks up. Well, he says, I'm not intoxicated, but I've just been diagnosed as an emergency hypertensive patient. I'm not on drugs or drinks, and my life is at stake. I'm still getting threats. Well, Naira Marley tweeted after this saying Mohbad has a history of getting intoxicated, which affects his emotions and actions. Hashtag I'm not perfect. However, all issues will be resolved amicably within the record label. Well, this was Naira Marley taking responsibility, being the label boss, that all issues will be amicably resolved. And Mohbad, he was also claiming that Mohbad has a history of intoxication, and that affects how he speaks and how he relates in public. He then goes on to say, I need my bro Mohbad to come on live so you guys can see I don't have any reasons to lie on him. And that was during his live. He was trying to get Mohbad to join the live session, but Mohbad did not accept that request. He tweets this, then he goes on to say, Lord, you guys are trolling me. Well, a lot of fans were not having it because they felt like the stories didn't just add up. That why would somebody be high and come out claiming they're after his life? Like, it's very, very strange. It then says someone said, do give away, make everywhere clear. Well, this was him just trying to catch cruise and take down everything a couple of notch down. So Naira Marley went back live and he said a couple of things, he said this was going to be the last live session he was going to be having concerning the issue, that if not because he's the label boss, he wouldn't even be on live, that he doesn't go live, he just has to clear out a couple of things. He said Mohbad is high on drugs. He insisted that Mohbad was high on drugs, and that is why he was acting the way he was acting. And Mohbad is he also mentioned a very strange statement saying Mohbad was carefully tweeting well constructed grammar, well constructed English, and Mohbad normally does not speak good English. You can even hear that from the songs. So he was very, very strange, saying that okay, because he's high, that's why he's tweeting good English, good grammar. That he doesn't even speak good grammar in his songs. That was a very, very weird thing to say on live about your, one of your record label boys. Well, as I said earlier today, Mohbad has come out to say a couple of things, give us a little bit more insight to the whole situation. He says, I have decided to speak no further on this. However, and will let this matter be handled going forward by my representatives. I will focus on getting back my full strength and sound health so that I can continue to tell my story through my music. It says Naira Marley was fully present throughout this event and in fact coordinated some of the attack as he instructed the boys to beat us up. Some of this was captured on video. It is therefore disrespectful for Naira Marley to insinuate that I started the attack because I was intoxicated, as he is fully aware of the facts and circumstances surrounding this violent attack. It is not the first time Naira has lied to push his own narrative, but it will hopefully be the last. He basically said he wasn't going to say too much, but he made one fact clear that Naira Marley was fully present throughout this whole incident, and he was even the one that coordinated the attack, and this was captured on video. Well, there was a video where we saw a couple of guys and somebody was standing beside Mohbad. I don't know if that was Naira or Shudi or somebody else, but it did look like Naira or Shudi, well, their brothers, so it could be any one of them, or it could be a stranger. The face was unclear, the person was back in the camera, but from the dreads and stature of the person, it could easily be one of them. But the whole thing was a very strange sight. It was dark, there were a lot of people, so we didn't really know what was going on. It then says the event of the last 2 days have left indelible scars in my heart. I have always just wanted to create good music and to provide for my family and myself through my music. As an artist from the streets, I thought the Malian family would be a good place for me. Well, Naira Marley was like, or is like, the king of the streets in terms of music, and Mohbad is saying he thought that would be the best record label for him because his music fits more in the streets genre. Because there was a point where Belash Mother tweeted saying, called out Naira Marley, called him a parlor dog, called him a label boss that didn't care about his label mates. It was a very the whole situation right now is messy, and we hope that very soon it gets cleared up amicably between the Malian label. Moving on, we have Teni Makanaki, Teni the superstar. Well, yesterday was Teachers Day, and Teni decided to take and share that love to her primary school teacher, a primary school mathematics teacher. She went to her primary school and she bought her mathematics teacher a brand new car. It was such an amazing thing to see. The picture is not very clear because the resolution of the video we got was not very clear. But the point was she went to her primary school and she gifted her mathematics teacher a brand new car, talking about sharing the love and encouraging teachers out there that you might not change everybody's life as a teacher, but there is always one student that you can influence. So she was just showing appreciation to our mathematics teacher, for being a very good mentor, tutor, and teacher throughout the time in school. Moving on, we have Big Wiz, the GOAT. Big Wiz is having the time of his life. His album is set to drop on the 29th of this month, The More Love Less Ego. He previewed a couple of songs off that album last month, and we got a lot of fans reaction from that because it was an amazing one. WIZKID's today, basically October 6th in 2018, the governor of Minnesota declared October 6th every year as World WIZKID Day after the Starboy became the first African artist to sell out Skyway Theater in Minneapolis, USA. Comment with World WIZKID Day. Well, basically, in case you guys don't know, today is World WIZKID Day, guys. So it's a big achievement for Afrobeats, big achievement for Africans, to have a day named after you in a whole state in the USA. It is not easy. It's not an easy feat. Well, today is WIZKID's Day, and celebrating WIZKID's Day, Tiwa Savage, WIZKID Iron, and Spells Marley is now eligible for gold certificate in Canada. It has sold more than 40,000 units. The song of 2018 is currently doing amazing. The song is still buzzing, and it's eligible to go gold right now in Canada. Moving on, WIZKID has been nominated for 2022 Crossing Boundaries with Music Award at Afrima Awards. So that WIZKID is bagging a lot of awards left, right. Essence recently bagged Essence by WIZKID, both the original and the remix featuring Justin Bieber, recently bagged BMI awards, making WIZKID the first Nigerian artist to have the most BMI awards. He has 5 BMI awards. Not an easy feat. Well, today was World WIZKID Day, and WIZKID is having the time of his life. We have Dale Williams, we have Damilola Adegbite, Osas, him chilling in the middle. It's such a fun time to be a star boy, star boy, and three amazing, stunning looking women, surrounded by you. It's that superstar moves right there. The GOAT. Well, talking about people that are still making Afrobeat buzz, guys. Asake has been on almost every news, and it is always positive news, always a new achievement for Asake. Well, Asake recently on his USA tour, Mr. Money with the Vibes, he has shut down 4 of those venues, if not 5 of those venues already, and he's set to perform at the UK, at the O2 Academy Brixton in United Kingdoms, and also the O2 Ritz and Forum Birmingham. He has sold out all these locations. He has sold out 5 dates in the UK. Each location here has a capacity of about 4 to 5,000. So that's like 20,000 plus people that are going to be seeing Asake live and direct this December. Moving on, this was a screenshot. This was a screenshot from the Chicago concert. This is Asake spreading the love, and fans giving the love as well. Well, earlier today, Asake's Joha became the #1 song on the Apple Music chart again. A couple of weeks ago, Rush managed to overtake Joha. But right now, Joa is back on #1. We got this fresh direct this morning. So Rush is now on #2 and Joa is back on #1. And just a couple of minutes ago, guys, Joa official video is out and it is amazing. TG Omori finished work on this one because this is an amazing video. It was shot by TG Omori. It was not shot in Nigeria. It was shot abroad in the US, I think, because Asake is currently doing his tour there. So it's an amazing visuals. We had the bike scene, there was a dancing scene. And Asake dancing the Joha with his very, very crazy fashion sense. I don't know what they call it. It looks like Cinderella's glass slippers because this is just amazing, man. Asake always making a statement with his fashion, baggy clothes, skirt. He's always doing something controversial. Well, this video is amazing. Please go watch it right now and keep sharing the love. Asake is currently sharing the love as well. Well, that's all I have for you today on Gusto News. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, and continue sharing the love. I remain your boy Salman, and until I see you in the next video, bye for now, guys.